Welcome back, everybody, as now I am here with the head coach, Coach Couto, of the Louisville Lady Leopards. And, Coach, what a fun game that was. How was that from a coaching perspective?
When you're able to bring that kind of energy into the gym and you see so many different girls contribute the way that they did, that's a lot of fun. It's a good time.
Talking about that, too, when you have three players scoring 20-plus points, from the other side of the coin, how hard is that defensively, do you think, for teams to game plan against something like that?
Well, that's our goal, that we have the kind of athletes that any number of young ladies that we throw out there on the court, they could have that kind of a night. And we were just very fortunate that this afternoon, we had those three young ladies step up with the consistency that we're looking for. But they're not alone. We have others that on any given night can contribute the same manner.
I kind of want to use this as kind of a double as a coach's corner so we can kind of meet that team segment too. And obviously we got some looks at some of the younger faces, but as you know, the players we see and how we see these teams looking in November, they're not going to look the same come February too. So who are some of those other younger players that you think might have an impact down the stretch for this team?
Well, actually, I want to start with some of the upperclassmen because we have two post players that are out. We have two juniors. We have 6-foot Hallie Weaver. She is out, and she should be rejoining us soon. We have 5'8" Olivia Maley, that she'll be coming back. And then we have senior captain Kendall Loy, that should be returning to us very soon. And she is a game changer as well in what she's going to bring to the court. Some of the other younger ones that we are counting to step up and contribute, of course, our JV team is also 2-1, and we have our eyes on a couple of those young ladies as well, and the way that they bring to the table. As a matter of fact, we mix them in. Alexa Wasera is one that we mix into the varsity practices, and she does a wonderful job handling the rock, sitting down playing some great D. We have Courtney Barwick, who's a freshman. Now, Courtney wasn't able to really start for us tonight because it was we thought we were going to have to scratch her from even the lineup because she rolled an ankle down at Claymont the other day. But our trainer, Ann, did a wonderful job getting her ready. And so we were just testing the waters with Courtney this afternoon, seeing if she could hang the way that she did. And she may, in her mind, have been a little bit off, but we really enjoyed what she brought to the table again today as well. And again, as a freshman, the ceiling is very high for her.
Obviously, too, this is a Chardon team that can put up points, and they're capable of scoring a lot, but I think swarming defense, that's something a coach has to be proud of. Talk to me from the defensive side and just the turnovers the girls were able to create today and how much that's going to help down the stretch.
Well, we also know that Coach brought a young team into the gym today, and so what we tried to do is we tried to cut the court in half, and we were trying to take away anything that was going to move to the right, so we were sitting on the right hand, making them go to the left to start their offense from the left side, and that may have just confused them a little bit, so to speak, and got them out of the rhythm that they normally would be in. But you're right, we prefer pressure defense. We want to get up in your face, and we want to make you as uncomfortable as we possibly can, because when that takes place, that's when the turnovers begin and the transition points are also.
Obviously, this is a community that you hold pretty dear to your heart. It's a community you've coached in before, and you've had some very good success with it before. What does it mean coming back to this Louisville community and just having the support of Leopard Nation back behind you again?
I am humbled by the reception that myself and my staff have received in jumping back into the gym this year. And we're thrilled to be able to work with young ladies of such great character and integrity. A work ethic that is phenomenal. They are old school through and through. There's not a single young lady that steps into this gym or in the classroom that doesn't possess a wonderful work ethic. Nobody's allergic to hard work. Everybody's willing to get after it. And when you have that kind of environment that you're building around and being a part of every day, you feel very fortunate to be a part of that.
And we know the culture you're trying to build here and the culture you have built and bringing back your staff. And you talked about the reception you felt. I just want to give you the opportunity to shout out your staff, too, before we go and highlight the other big proponents of this program of Louisville.
We have at the 7th grade level, and trust me, we believe big in our middle school coaches and what they're teaching and the fundamentals. And we have Dan Edgen, who is assisting Jerry Forsenko at the 7th grade level. We have a gifted, just a great 8th grade coach in Coach Dan Moody, who has had varsity experience as well. And he's leading the 8th grade charge, and he helps us out up on the varsity as well. Then our JV coach, that is Chad Weaver. He's been with the program a number of years here. And then the gentleman that handles our defense, and I'm in very close connection with him, that's Corey Swope. And then We have Brian Layton, who is calling most of the shots, if not all of the shots, on the offensive end. We do work as a team, but the gentlemen are so passionate and knowledgeable about what they bring to the table that it's contagious for the athletes as well.
Coach, my final question for you too, and I mean, you look at what you've been able to do here, and I think it's impressive too. You start off 2-1. Next game, though, it looks like on the slate is going to be Wednesday, December 1st at Boardman too. This one's going to be on YSN for anyone that can't make it out to the game. But if you can make it out to the game, what's kind of the reason to go out there and check out this game, and what are you kind of expecting from the Lady Spartans?
Well, to my understanding, they have a very big post player, and of course we are not that big when it's all said and done, but we're going to continue to be scrappy. Boardman's a much larger school. They're going to have their opportunity to bring in any number of athletes at us, and of course in the past they have had a wonderful program. We're still finding our way with them. We're going to break down some film here within the next 48 hours and get a better handle on what Boardman's going to bring to the table. But again, we're confident that if we do what we do very well, a lot of positives come from that in preparation for Youngstown Boardman or any other team we may come up against. But they are good, and they're going to be a challenge. And the bottom line is we enjoy a challenge.
Yep, no doubt. You could, go, of course, catch that one at Boardman High School, and if not, it will, of course, be on the ysnlive.com. Anthony Hartwig will have the call. Coach, thank you so much for your time today. Congrats on the win, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again real soon.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.